Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah, was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade, leave that in, completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumberparty, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use eSalon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumberparty. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair.
Bye. Listen, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort.
Yeah. You can't get some jeans that cost you hundreds of dollars and like have to do a juice cleanse to get into them.
Totally. So Distilled, spelled DSTLD, they've revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds starting at just $65.
Yeah. They eliminate these crazy markups because they refuse to work with middlemen.
Refuse. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years.
They also have a bunch of fall jackets. So if you're like into a classic denim or you want like a bomber jacket, you can just expect the same level of quality.
Okay. And so for a discount, go to dstld.com/feral and you'll get $10 off your first order.
That's
d.com/feral for $10 off. Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Feral Audio.
Everyone should know that I did that while looking her straight in the eye.
Like, you know when your dog takes a shit on the carpet and looks at you
like
when
an
he does
aggressive shit.
Yeah, you just did that to me.
I just took an aggressive shit on the carpet in front of you. Hey, I'm Georgia.
You're the best worst burst.
That's Alie.
This is Alie. Georgia likes to announce Slumber Party like a vaudevillian with bipolar disorder.
How else do you start a podcast? Like
you tenderly do like, hey, what's up?
You're listening to the
what you listening to?
of Slumber Party.
That's how you do it. You just go, get those headphones right on.
Okay, so normally we tell each other one thing we learned this week is how we start the podcast off, and then we ask the guests what they learned, but this is a solo episode this time around.
Hey.
Deal with it.
Ghost guest.
Yeah.
Silent mute ghost guest.
Silent mute ghost
I'm sure
guest.
there's at least one naked ghost in this
Probably.
room judging us who wants to pipe in on shit and is like, you know what? They haven't seen all of Orange is the New Black. I'm going to hold my tongue.
Hey, you're scared of ghosts, right?
I'm terrified.
You're scared of things. You get scared easily.
I thought I get scared of shit that doesn't make sense. I'm not afraid of snakes. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm not. If I get, but then I'm terrified of like.
But in a good
other
way.
things.
Do you like to get scared of things, like in a fun way? Like,
Nope.
would you want to spend the night in a haunted house?
Maybe, but only if I thought it was a hoax.
Okay. Well, here's what I learned this week.
Okay.
There is a thing called the Great Horror Campout.
I'm sorry, horror?
Horror.
Okay, because that first one sounds amazing. Everyone's
that
just
would be
drinking
fun.
like skinny margaritas and like wearing tube tops.
The Great Horror Campout.
Okay.
It is basically a weekend campout where you get your fucking brain scared out by people hired to scare the living shit out of you all weekend.
Oh, that sounds like the worst.
Can I read this to you? The
As
Great
a
Horror
person who's
Campout.
We've both discussed anxiety issues on this podcast. What makes that okay?
I don't know. It's a choose your own adventure overnight interactive camping experience. They have less extreme levels, very extreme levels, and then there's always in between, which is the safe. And there's a safe word.
Oh my god!
I
Did they tell
know.
you ahead of time?
Yes.
Is it fucking stop it? Is that the same?
It's like, what did I do?
It's why did I pay for this?
This is a huge mistake.
It's Jason. We shouldn't have done this. It's just a woman yelling at her husband.
And he was like, I thought it would bring us together, Michelle.
Seth.
I thought you
getting
liked
a divorce.
getting scared. But isn't that so? Like,
It's okay. I have a really dichotomous reaction to this.
Yeah.
That's so dope that two people had an idea and then they made it a reality. It also sounds horrific. Like
Yeah.
horrific also. I would go to the horror camp out before I'd go to the horror camp out.
this is the Hell Hunt is the interactive, highly immersive terror.
Barf. Where is
oh my
this?
god, I don't know. It's somewhere in the LA area.
That's even worse because if you told me it was like up in the mountains, I'd be like, okay, I bet it smells like pine trees. But if it's just somewhere in like fucking Hawthorne or like Downey, no.
It's
Like
crazy.
don't make me camp out somewhere where there's only palm trees and asphalt also.
It says there will be suitable time for sleeping. However, the residents of the woods never sleep. Do you think that they check their arrest records of the people they hire to scare people? Because I don't want to get I want to get scared, but I don't want to get like raped.
I'm like,
You're like, that's scary. Is there like, a
I signed up for this kooky adventure.
yeah? Like they
sell
strangle
you into
you. They
sex
strangle you
slavery.
till like you almost pass out, but you don't pass out.
This sounds like you know what the cool thing about this situation is you would absolutely meet people who did not have kids because
Oh, for sure.
you'd make a bunch of new friends that don't have kids because no one with kids would choose such a stressful vacation. So if you only wanted to bro down with childless couples, that's like a good way to make friends who can hang out because they don't have to hire a babysitter.
What percentage of people there, couples who go, are looking for a swinger situation?
That's you just took that to a whole other level
thought
of
it's pretty
scared.
high.
Like I'm so much more scared now that I think about like steampunk people with like maybe nipple piercings, but they're 40.
And they're like, they invite one of the scary people who are like hired to scare people into their time with them.
That's so much more confrontation. Like, would you rather be confronted with a pretend axe murderer or a real
Swinger.
Which would you rather? I think the safe
Oh
word.
my
You need
God.
totally separate safe words.
That's hilarious.
What would I mean? Some guy who's like, I'm actually I'm an accounts payable for a big media corporation,
Yeah,
but
I
I
get bored.
just
You know, I like to have
you
a little
know,
fun on the weekends.
my wife Michelle and I have been together for 12 years. We met in college. And
We want to be scared back into loving each other again.
no.
Hey. Okay, what did you learn?
Now we actually have to go to this
You know,
just to be investigative
kinda
reporters.
cool. Yeah.
Horror camp out.
Or camp out.
Okay, what I learned. It's actually funny that you say that because my sister is so great, and I had a kind of a tough week, and my sister sent me a care package out of the blue,
Cute.
and one of the things she sent me was a California Gold Rush Choose Your Own Adventure Tale and
Fun.
a Ghost Stories camp out book.
Are you a 12-year-old boy? Quick question.
Yes. Oh, she also sent
Just
me.
want to clear this up.
She also sent me. Your body's going through changes.
Are you sure she didn't mean to send this to her 12-year-old son that she has?
You know, interesting. She did call me by the wrong name. No, I dig this stuff, and she also sent me like a bug thing, and it was the nicest care
You're a
package.
12-year-old boy.
I
You
am.
realize.
Well, look at my apartment. My apartment is covered in dead bugs and microscopes.
They're not just everywhere. They're
Dude, as
in
soon as I
frames.
start having a Transformers collection,
Do you know what else I learned?
What?
Okay. You know how people are into... Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't finish yours. yet.
all
I thought
I-
that was yours. That was it.
no. Oh, one thing I learned from this Choose Your Own Adventure, which has some of Gold Rush stuff, because the Gold Rush endlessly fascinates me,
Right.
is that people came to California on these ships. They came into the port of San Francisco to go discover gold, and then they were like later ship, and they were just the harbor was filled with a bunch of abandoned ships because people were like, it would be like if you drove your Hyundai down from Canada.
It's like not worth
to for pilot season, and then you're like, bye Hyundai, I'm gonna strike some gold, BRB.
Yeah. Like you're kind of shitty, and I'm gonna do better than you.
So there were just tons of like shitty. I wonder if these ships had like bad spoilers and like old rims on them and like kind of shitty stereo systems. But anyway, so how great would it be to go through those ships? That's
amazing.
That's one thing I learned.
Well, you'd probably get lice at the least.
You would get all of the scabies. There would be an all-you-can-scratch scabies bar.
And it would be like, well, there's a couple bottles laying around, but other than that, there's just a bunch of like, it's kind of gross and smells in here, and I have lice now. I thought this would be cool. How am I for making you feel
lice
bad
now? And back then, you would already have them. Oh, I learned one other thing. It's a bug fact. Okay, you know pill bugs? You know the insect pill bugs?
No, but sure.
Pill bugs. You know those like little roly-polies?
Oh, roly-polies. Yes.
Right, those are insects, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
No. They're beetles.
Motherfuckers are crustaceans. Beetles are insects.
Right.
But roly-polies,
they're
when
crustaceans?
you see, those fuckers are land crustaceans.
Well, that means everywhere they are, we used to be the sea probably, right?
Perhaps. They're isopods, so they came out of the... there's like on all these legs. They're like, what's up, y'all?
Motherfuckers.
So when you see... if you were to get enough of them, just hear me out. Okay. You were to gather a bunch of them, and you were to do like an epic crab boil.
Oh my God,
like
you could crab boil them.
Like some Old Bay shrimp, some tiny, tiny forks.
Why don't people do that?
Little weird tiny bibs.
Like, how would you eat them? Like, you peel off the outer shell, and then you pop them. It's a delicacy somewhere. No,
right?
It's not.
But it's just so much work. But like, we do this for crawdads.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm just saying.
Crawdads are like big fat gross spiders, and we like pop their heads off and eat them.
Yeah, well, you know that lobster used to be...
I know.
Like, there used to be a mandate in New England. You couldn't feed lobster to inmates more than a few times a week.
This isn't like 1990, guys. We're talking like...
Yeah. We're talking like 1972.
Yeah.
No, but and they used to give them to orphans and widows. They're like, sorry, you don't have a man to provide.
Because they were so crappy. No one wanted them.
Crabby. Get it? Okay. So I learned roly-polies. Next time you say that's a bug, I'm sorry. That's a land crustacean.
Can I tell you? Can we talk about... Okay.
Yeah.
You know how like
whatever.
we
don't have a guest. We can talk about bullshit
we're in
forever.
This little like kind of grouping society. You know, you and I are in this like... What's the word? Clique of people who are into weird things.
Okay.
Like, you know, my boyfriend's really into wrestling. Like really, really into wrestling. That's his thing.
Yeah.
Fine. Some people are really into comic books, certain comic books.
We're wealthy
video
eccentrics
games.
without the money.
Without children.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
mostly without the money.
people are into video games and like it's okay.
Yeah.
And like horror movies, right.
Sure.
And here's where I draw the line. I found out there is an adult $60 a month He-Man club.
What?
Come on. And they get toys. I feel like toys is where I draw the line.
Yeah. You're not into like dudes that have like action figures, like Star Wars action figures.
Yeah.
And stuff. What if they're still in the box because they're
I don't give
air
a
quote
fuck
investment?
where they are. They're in your house.
What if they're in your underpants for good luck on a job interview? No? Okay.
What's
Fine.
the job I'm interviewing for?
Psychiatric patient.
Yes.
You got the job.
I don't know. $60 a month for rare He-Man toys.
It's kind of like Birchbox times 6, but you get toys.
And He-Man is like, if a kid could still be interested in it, and you'd be like, don't touch it. It's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
If you told me it was like a $60 a month rare collectibles club,
Right.
Okay,
Because children
all right.
don't.
But just He-Man is so niche that I'm like, I feel like after 3 months they'd send you a slip being like, "Oh shit, man, we did not plan to have. We don't have anything."
Wait, we didn't think anyone would join
Here's
this.
your $60. We just wow. Okay,
We didn't realize people had such disposable incomes. We didn't realize there were comics out there who.
But okay, let's say that He-Man makes you just giddy happy. Like you love He-Man. Is that any different than someone getting a $60 massage once a month?
Yes,
and being
absolutely.
Stoked. It's different.
You should look outside of children's toys.
What if that? But what? Okay, but my interests are like bugs, pioneers.
That's learning. That's science and learning.
Okay,
This
that's
is
true.
a toy of a cartoon specifically made for children.
Do you think that people don't learn about bravery when they think
they
about
don't learn
He-Man?
about anything?
Do you think they don't learn about valor? By the way, this entire time we've been talking about He-Man, I've been
Swords?
picturing Hulk this entire time. And then I was
Incredible.
going to say impulse control. And then I realized He-Man is a totally different muscular.
They've been learning
plastic
about
thing.
swords and armor.
Total swords and armor. And She-Ra. You know what, though? They're really just doing it for like the, oh, shit, they sent me the She-Ra bra in your size, honey. Oh, I guess one of us should wear it.
Okay.
Aren't you going out with your lady friends tonight? Leave me alone with the She-Ra bra? No,
I'm gonna not rant about people and their obsessions.
Okay, no. If any of our listeners have He-Man toys, please send us a picture. Alie will personally fave star it on Twitter. She'll be like, double tap,
And Georgia will roll her eyes at you and judge your lifestyle choices.
unless you're wearing a She-Ra
Right.
bra.
Right.
Okay. This
else
is
do-
another thing I learned.
Okay.
Can I do this one real quick?
Yeah, you go.
It's current events.
Go.
It's current events.
We forgot to talk about our live show.
Oh, you talk about it.
Shit. We were supposed to plug that in the very beginning.
That's
We're having
okay.
another live show. You know, we did the one with Dan Harmon and the one with Giada De Laurentiis, which you can go back and listen to. Those were so much fun. We're going to do another one in Los Angeles on July 22nd. That's a Tuesday at this place called the Virgil.
The Virgil, you guys.
We love this
Love
venue.
it. There's a photo booth, really good cocktails. It's a really great venue. It's kind of near Silver Lake, Los Feliz. And so we're going to have a slumber party live. Just us and a guest and a teepee. You come in your pajamas. We will be wearing our pajamas. I will hug you afterwards.
True.
Maybe beforehand.
True.
We're really, really pretty stoked about this.
Yeah.
So July 22nd, we're going to try and make it a monthly thing. So if you guys can show up.
Yeah.
Show up.
And it's $5 if you buy
That's
it
so
online right
weird.
now. It's $5.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a ticket.
that okay?
I think I'm going to go. Do you want to go with me?
Yeah, I'll go with
Okay.
you. What if we just sat in the audience the whole time, like waiting for like
Literally
us to-
coming out.
Okay, what were you going to teach me?
I was going to teach you. Okay, I'm not going to teach you this.
Why?
I'm going to teach you something because it's depressing. Here's something super helpful I learned. Here's like a good a life tip.
Okay.
Just the tip with Alie and Jordan.
Yay.
So let's say that you obsessively buy cases of LaCroix sparkling water.
Let's say your name is Alie Ward.
Okay, if you want to be hypothetical about it. So, and you live in Los Angeles and you bring those cans in from your car and they're like 100 degrees each. And you're like, I want to hit this LaCroix now.
Yeah.
I want to drink this as soon as possible. So you put them in the freezer, right?
Right.
Just toss them in with your peas and whatever.
Sure.
And then you wait 45 minutes
Yeah.
until they're drinkable. Or there's that top shelf inside your freezer drawer and it's shaped like a bottle. And most alcoholics put like a bottle of like Absolute in there all the time and they whatever they do with it.
Yeah.
I'm proud to say I have not had a bottle of vodka in my
know.
freezer in like 15 years.
I feel like that's a thing that people with roommates do.
I don't
know
know.
why.
I don't know. I have no
weird.
idea. Maybe that's where you keep your vodka. I personally,
Yeah.
that place has been nothing in there.
Okay.
I realized it's like a scooped out thing for cylinders. If you put your cans of warm LaCroix in that, they will chill in half the time.
Why?
Because instead of just hanging out next to the
they're
peas
being
in the
hugged.
air, they're being hugged by coldness.
Can I
It's the best.
give you another suggestion to do on top of that? If you
Yes.
then want to even half that time, wet a paper towel and wrap the LaCroix in a wet paper towel. Put it in there and it'll chill even quicker.
Really?
Swear to God. That's
I
a
guess
thing.
this could also work for like beers or
Right.
Mountain Dews.
Well, that's how
or
I-
whatever.
I mean,
is that how you chill your
I
beers?
do it for beers, yeah.
Do you put it in the round
or
cylinder?
white
thing?
if you need no actually I don't do that part though, like white wine if you need to get it chilled really fast
yeah.
you do that, but
Oh.
I've never put it in the
You
thing.
put it in that scooper
That's a
thing
good
and it's
idea.
hugged by coldness.
Let's take yours, add mine,
Okay.
and equal awesomeness.
and equal, or you could just always have enough LaCroix on hand. I love LaCroix.
I know you
That's
do.
one thing that I love. Should we do a fuck that?
yeah, let's do fuck that.
Okay.
I don't have any I can't think of any negatives still.
Come on.
I know.
I have
But
50.
they're so boring. Like I don't like acne. I don't like it's
well,
so
that's
stupid.
that is a jumping off point to
Okay.
discuss perhaps why it occurs.
Okay, all
What
right.
what you don't like about it. There's nothing you dislike right now. I hate washing my hair. I fucking hate
You have
washing
so
my hair.
much hair.
I have a buffalo mane of hair, and in order for me to blow dry it, it takes 45 minutes out of my day. It's a disgusting, horrible, frizzy disaster, and my neck is sweating.
Allie has
And
a
I hate
hair
it.
secret that you always see her in the in our videos and in like photos, and her hair's like this glorious mane of red curled hair.
Nope.
It's straightened and it costs a lot of money and a lot of maintenance to get it to look like that.
And it's not like, girl, why don't you embrace your curls? Because I don't have curls. I have a weird like mess of frizz that doesn't obey any laws of physics. And so anyway, I hate blow drying my hair. I seethe. I seethe when I do it.
That's fair.
I hate it so much. You know what else I hate?
Huh.
I hate day drinking.
Yeah, I know you do.
I can't
do it. I go to like parties and picnics and stuff, and everyone's like, let's get hammered at noon. And I'm like, I don't understand the arc of this. Just start this in 8 hours.
I like
and
it
do it for
because-
2 hours and then Uber home.
That's fair. And use the code Alie in Georgia. to
Sure.
get
I'm just not good
10%
at it.
I love day drinking. To me, it's like naps and day drinking go hand in hand, because like if you're doing one of those things, you're doing something in life that is like allowing you to be chilling out in the afternoon, and so you're doing it so like you're living life correctly.
You're assuming that you've earned that leisure.
Well, I wouldn't do it if I didn't. I don't do it during the week, you know.
Okay. But do you nap during the week?
If I need to, yeah.
Is it always justified? This is an interesting point of discussion,
Huh.
because you can justify anything, because we have these. Okay, human brains are bigger than they need to be, right?
Right.
They're like they have grown by a third in a very short amount of time. I think the last million years. They're bigger. We're fucking ourselves with our own brains. They're too big, and they just get in our way. We're not mating at the appropriate times. We are destroying the planet. We're not eating the right things. We're just like, ooh, let me think about this. And I don't know. I think we can justify anything.
I can. I'm especially me. I can justify anything. I'm
Wait, what did you?
I'm real good at that.
Didn't you have another game you wanted to play about laziness?
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking,
You
what's
started to explain it to me in the car.
one thing that proves that you're lazy, a lazy person?
Okay, so
And
what's one thing?
The reason I thought of that is because I used a powder, you know, when I put my makeup on in the bathroom, I have a Dior powder that I put on like as a like finishing layer
Onto your face.
onto my face
For
And-
beauty purposes.
Right. And it's like $60, but it lasts like a year. But I bought another one because I didn't want to walk 4 steps every time to get it out of my purse, because I need to bring it with me whenever I go out just to powder my nose. So I bought an extra one.
Wait, so you have a home and an away?
Yeah. Because I
Okay.
didn't want to walk over to my purse and grab it every fucking time I needed it. And then grab and then walk and then go before I'm leaving to grab it. It's like another thing I can forget.
Wait, is this lazy or is this efficiency?
Well, I didn't need to spend another $65, $70 on
You're
a compact.
you're gonna go through each of them half as fast. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that mathematics?
I feel like this
What
is
is-
because we're making more money now. That's what people say when they make more money.
Well, this is a matter of efficiency. Because if it were milk, if you were like, I
Yeah.
keep a one milk by my bed and I keep one milk in the
Or
car.
like if I had a little mini fridge in the living
yeah,
room.
I'd be like, all right, that milk is not going to stay good forever.
Do you think it's true? I mean, we once flew first class and not on our own dime, and it was like,
Oh, God, no.
life is easier when you have more money. Like,
Yeah.
everyone makes shit easier for you when you
Yep.
have more money, and you can make shit easier for yourself.
Do you acclimate to comfort?
Yeah.
People absolutely acclimate to comfort. Human beings, we acclimate to what's comfortable, and then we worry about other stupid shit.
Yeah.
But like, look at us. We live in Los Angeles. It's never below 70. You put us in like Minnesota, and we're like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And like, this bullshit is called spring, and it's 61 degrees out, and you need to chill. So I think that you can acclimate to the comforts of like I spent 3 weeks in Thailand with like a backpack and like moldy flip flops and whatever. It was you make the face. It was worse than it was not comfortable. Stayed in like a hut with a rat. It was just like showered in an area where there was mud on the floor, so that the mud splashed onto your legs. So it was just like an MC Escher painting of mud, because you just would rinse it off. And anyway, and so then when you come home from that after 3 weeks, you're like, oh my God,
Luxury.
look at my apartment. Look at this hot water I have.
Yeah.
Look at how big my refrigerator is. And so I think that's the problem with rich people, is they become dicks because they don't even understand how easy they have it.
Yeah.
Like when you don't have health insurance and then you get it and you're like, people that had health insurance just could be this willy-nilly with
Yeah.
themselves.
Like I can
all
get
the
hit by a
time.
car, and
It's
not gonna
you're not gonna
ruin-
be okay.
and I'm not going to go bankrupt.
I think that, and I think maybe the key to like appreciating your life is like having it shitty for a while on
Yeah.
purpose. That's why camping and getting fake murdered by someone.
Okay.
That's why having a swinger rub his leather pants on you is good.
I
'cause
guess I
then you're-
get camping in that sense. It's like it sucks, so you like your life better. Camping
Kind
it
of.
totally sucks.
It totally sucks.
You'll
come
like
back,
your life better.
You come back and you're like, look at this big soft thing I'm sitting on. And your boyfriend's like, it's a couch, girl. And you're like, we didn't have this camping hut. I think you have
Camping,
to jar yourself.
It makes your shitty life seem better.
Yeah, but I think but you know what they say about relationships is they say, like, if you want your relationship to be good over time, don't like don't be like, we need to stay in and have an evening and just like candlelight.
Like, no, you need to go have new experiences.
Yeah,
together.
you need to go get scared. You need to jump off of something, hopefully with a harness. You need to like touch a lion. You need to like eat something. You need to get food poisoning together. Like you need to have.
I
shit
hope someone
happen.
is writing these. Like, this is Allie's tips for relationships. She said we got to touch a lion.
You need to get gonorrhea from a prostitute. Okay, Alie, no, that's too far. So you have to like. But I think that complacency.
That makes sense.
It overall makes you less comfortable because then you're chasing a dragon. You're never going to be comfortable.
Do you have to touch the dragon too, or just the lion?
You have to touch the dragon and then be like, oh my God, our relationship's so much better. I mean, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to speak from
That
experience.
makes sense.
But I don't know. We were talking about laziness and buying makeup though.
Yeah. Oh, what do you?
Oh, you know how I know I'm lazy?
Huh.
If you open any one of my closets, you'll be like, oh, you're really not motivated in life, are you?
Why?
Like all of my closets need a clean
How
out.
many closets do you have?
Like 3.
Okay.
I have
like
one-
organization.
Yeah, like I have an 18-pound bag of paper that has needed
Oh.
shredding. If you were to do like a archaeological dig, you would find like credit card envelopes from like.
You know, you can just take those to a place and drop
I
the bag
know.
off. Like you give them
I
the entire
know.
bag.
I do. What are they doing with it? Though?
They lock it in a thing, and then the thing gets taken by another thing, and then it gets shredded.
Mm-mm. Here's what I want. I want them to shred it, and then I want them to be like, your paper chamber's ready. And then I get to go in there in a suit and jump in all the paper.
Oh,
I
cool.
look at a couple
Yeah.
pieces to make sure, like, okay, that's a letter from my aunt that I didn't want anymore. But I felt bad throwing away, so I shredded it.
I have a shredder, and I must say that it feels incredibly
Cathartic?
so cathartic to shred shit. Like I
What
go
if
through my
you-
mail, and then I just like I've learned that you shouldn't put anything with your name on it in the
Yeah,
trash.
in the garbage.
Right,
Yeah.
you guys should know. I didn't know that, and I was
Hell
just
no.
like throwing stuff away with my name and address on it. So
Amateur.
shredding, and my mom gave me her shredder, and it's the most fun thing.
But what if you have 4 years of it backed up? I can't
Come over.
make eye contact with it. Like there's an IKEA bag full of stuff, and every time I open that, I close it really fast. Like there's a corpse in there. Do you want to hear something terrible?
Yes,
This guy
always.
died in a wood chipper today.
No, where? Who?
Florida.
Fucking Florida.
Sorry, I couldn't wait.
Oh my God, how'd that happen?
I don't know. But the detectives on this scene said it was the grisliest thing ever. You know why? Because it was a human body that went through a wood chipper.
Fair
It was
enough.
Fargo in real life, but somewhere
Oh,
much warmer.
Don't die like that.
It was a landscaper, and he was like, I'll be right back. And then fucking.
Did he jump in?
We don't know because they can't ask him because he's pulp. And there's an aerial shot from a helicopter.
No.
And you can't tell what's going on, but you can.
That sucks for his family. They're like, please don't look at our fucking the
Oh my
remains of our
God.
dad.
Can you? And also, I feel like Florida, they're like, well, whole shit. I don't know how to deal with this. Like all the detectives
Just
are
burn
like-
it.
Yeah.
They should throw kerosene
Like
on
the
it.
detectives are like maybe dealing with like shoplifters here and there,
Yeah.
or like there's a python in an
Yeah.
old lady's bathroom.
That's why there's so many cold cases. I feel like it's not because it's like this mystery. It's because there's like that's your first murder,
Oh God!
and you bungled it.
And
This is the thing I love. Actually, it's related
Okay.
to that. The show that I adore, called Cold. Oh God,
cold case,
not
cold
Cold
files,
Case.
cold brewskis.
Cold. Oh fuck. Anyways, okay. Here's another thing I love. That has nothing to do with it, but I can't think of that.
Okay, what do you love?
I love that. You remember a couple weeks ago I talked about the hashtag that I love, my man can cook.
Yes.
Just because it's a bunch of photos of the most disgusting food you've ever seen because
the
women are like
worst.
trying to make their guy feel good about themselves and maybe cook again at some point in their life. So they hashtag my man can cook, and it's like the grossest thing you've ever seen.
It makes me really sad.
So I told everyone that on this podcast, and I said hashtag me or like at me in these photos that you find, and people are doing it.
oh damn.
And can I tell you something that happened?
Oh,
like
no.
today.
Do you think the people who are getting your name added on as a comment are like, that's interesting?
Well, I was going to say, like, that. Of course, I don't know who it was, that it was me, blah, blah, blah. But today, I got someone who listens to this podcast added me, and someone else is my man can cook that listens to the podcast. And she wrote,
Oh shit.
it's MDY Web, WEBB, because someone named Jessica Reiser tagged me, which is very nice of her, and I appreciate it.
Oh no.
In this kind of gross looking photo. And she said to the girl who took the photo, said, to clear up this confusion, I'm a big fan of your show, and this was a joke. My friend made these.
Oh sure.
And Glad to see there are fellow fans of the My Man Can Cook hashtag out there.
Do
Someone
you
got
think so?
called out. That's
She
what they
got-
said.
She got red for filth.
She got red for filth. With,
Oh, that's
like, I love it. Oh, I just licked this
horrifying.
microphone on accident. Am I gonna die, Dustin? I just licked the microphone.
Georgia licked the microphone. What's one
Sour
The
notes.
first rule about slumber party is don't
lick
talk about slumber party. Second rule is don't lick the microphone.
I'm getting sour notes.
Okay, what's one thing? You know what? Have we done any fuck yeses? We've only done fuck nos and what we learned.
I just did fuck
What
yeah,
else?
My Man
What
Can Cook.
terrible, negative people we are.
Can I also
Yeah.
call out another Instagram thing?
Totes.
There's this girl named Bethany Wiseman on Instagram.
Okay.
Her Instagram name is Batch Please Cookies, BATCH
Oh.
Please Cookies, and she is like a nail artist, but on cookies.
But on cookies.
She's so talented, and she
Yeah.
made an Alie and Georgia cookie. And
It
now
was
I'm just
stunning.
Everything she does is so great, and she has an Etsy where you can buy cookies like for your wedding. With
So you
want
wanna
to
fuck her?
I totally want to.
You're saying you want to.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm sorry, Georgia. You're saying you want to fuck Batch, please?
Yes.
Batch, please.
Batch Please Cookies. She's so talented.
Georgia
and
wants to
she can get them.
stroke the cookie on the edge of the frosting and
do.
say, "You're so beautiful."
I want to eat my own cookie
Yep.
face.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Freudian.
I went there.
There's a lot of therapy in that.
Okay, what else? What's your fuck yeah?
My fuck yeah, things that I like.
Sure.
I made a list of them.
Oh, good.
I really like horse muzzles.
Why, it's sad.
When was the last time you touched a horse muzzle?
Oh, I thought you meant like a muzzle you put over a horse's
No,
face.
I mean the
So
area. I really like hitting an animal with a cane.
I thought you meant like to shut that fucking horse up. What do you like about that?
I really like ball gags on livestock. Alie, let's just stop the podcast.
I haven't touched a horse muzzle in decades.
Really? Do you remember anything about it from a tactile sensation
No,
perspective?
I touched a horse purse recently.
A horse purse?
Like a horse skin purse.
Who does that?
People do that. I don't own it.
Horse
Like
skin?
horse skin shoes is a thing.
Is that kosher?
Absolutely not.
Do we eat them yet?
Not yet, but they do in Canada, I think.
Oh, Canadians.
Let us know. We don't know. Tweet at us. Do you guys eat?
I think it's not okay to eat a horse, but it's okay to whip it, ride it, torture it, and make a bag out of it. Mm-hmm. But don't you dare eat
Race
that
it. You
horse.
can race
Yeah.
them.
No, you can hit them in all kinds of ways. You can breed them. Just do not make a burger out of
Right.
it.
When it's dead, just leave it alone.
Leave it alone, you guys.
Unless you're going to make glue out of it.
Unless you're making glue. Glue is also okay. Don't
Like-
eat it.
Okay.
But do pet it if it's alive.
Okay.
And the next time you get a chance to go good to like a horse muzzle, they're soft and velvety.
I'd love to.
And it's just a great texture that you don't see on any other animals. And it's one of those things where anytime I can pet a horse muzzle, I do, and I don't. I never get to, and it makes me sad.
Can I tell you something I learned?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me think about it. Yes.
Okay. I was holding my breath. I learned that there was a study. The psychologists at the New School for Social Research did a study and learned that reading literary fiction specifically
Okay.
improves empathy.
Wait, what do you mean by literary fiction?
Like you can't read historical.
You can't read shit fiction?
You can't read nonfiction. You can't read like a pulp novel.
What's a pulp novel, though? What's
So, like-
literary fiction? This is an important
Wow,
debate.
you're angry about this.
No, I'm not angry.
Oh.
No, this is exciting.
I just liked this.
No, this is a really important debate. My
Literary
anger,
fiction.
Can I
Yeah.
backtrack? My anger was in defense of quote pulp fiction.
Okay.
Because all fiction is literary. If you've created something
Right.
and used words, kudos. That's
Hey,
great.
Let me tell you what I'm reading right now, and it's definitely
That was anti-literary snobbery, if I seemed at all aggressive. I just think that you shouldn't be able to be like, if it's a Dickens, it's literary fiction. But if it's,
okay. Right
well.
now, I'm reading a book called The Memory Keeper's Daughter.
yeah.
And it's by Kim Edwards, and it's fucking incredible, and I can't put it down.
There's a ghosty dress on the cover.
I
and
know,
it's
it's
about,
so creepy.
Is it about murder?
It's not about murder. It's not about ghosts. It's
Okay.
about just like this, like part of these people's lives. I just touched my mouth with this microphone again.
Georgia, it's not an ice cream cone.
Anyways, they said it enhances the ability to detect and understand other people's emotions. So, like,
Yeah.
you're just more attuned to other people's feelings because you get to read these books where you get to know how everyone is feeling in it and thinking and
That's
and
a
not
great
things
thing.
they're not saying out loud. And so when you read it a lot, you get in tune to the fact that people don't speak their mind or their
That's
words.
a
or their
great
feelings.
point.
They don't speak their words.
It's emotions. It's an emotions manual.
Yeah.
But what do they mean by literary fiction, though?
I think
Where
like
do you think the line is between literary fiction and like garbage fiction?
Oprah's book club.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
There's some really good books on that.
But like, but you know what I mean? Like, and I thought about this. This is all in my mind, and this is a hot button topic. But I went on Goodreads and was reading some reviews because I was like, I'd give it like a B. Not my favorite book. And there was a bunch of stuff that said it was chick lit. And I was just, I'm curious, like, where does something become highbrow literary? Why do we use the term chick lit to talk about books written by women? I think it's a little demeaning.
I agree.
And although there's some books that are total garbage, and I agree that they're total garbage, but it's that weird line of like, at what point do we say this is a good book, this is a shitty book? Because it's different for every person.
I know. And I feel like a lot of books that I don't like, people love.
What do you mean?
But I think I'm smarter than everyone, so I think they're wrong. Wait, let me tell you one I just read by this author that I really kind of can't stand.
Did you hate read it?
Yeah.
Were you like, you motherfucker got a book published?
When I put it up on my Instagram, everyone's like, oh my God, I love that book.
What book was it?
Like, I'm jealous that you got to read it again. And I
That's
was
a
like,
weird thing to say. You're like, guess what? You can too.
Yeah, well,
Not
like
for the first
they're
time.
just exactly. So I'm like, okay, this might get good then, and it kind of didn't, and I was a little disappointed.
What was it?
It was called The Secret History, and it's by Donna Tartt, Tartt.
Did she do the Goldfinch?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Haven't read it.
The Goldfinch I was listening to, and I was like, this is the fucking most boring, going nowhere story. It was so boring. I haven't finished it, so I read.
It's also 17,000 pages.
Yeah.
I haven't read it because I see it on so many airport stands, so I figure it must be for dumb people because I'm an asshole.
I know. I feel like if it's in an airport, it's not going to be
know,
good.
but you know what? I read Juno. Oh my gosh, I'm like looking over a Juno Diaz book, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? This Is How You Lose Her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read a Juno Diaz book, and I really enjoyed that. And it was contemporary fiction, but
Well,
I
you
enjoyed
figure
it.
all those books that you see in an airport, out of them, like the plot's going to be probably good, so it's going to get you through it. Books that are easy to read like that and that your mom loves.
It's not easy to read though because it's boring,
right?
You know,
but
like it's not
but
like a
there's-
complexity of language.
Yeah, there's no prose and there's no complexity of language, so it doesn't challenge you at all. Like my favorite book is Middlesex. I think that is written
a
so
great book.
well. It's a great historical fiction, but it also delves into this person's life. And everyone around them, so you see what each person is going through that they're not speaking of. And
I love that it's about Detroit.
it's about Detroit. It's just and Greece. It's just such a great fucking book.
Yeah, Middlesex is a great book. I don't know. What am I reading now? I just finished. I just finished That Girl's Guide, and now I'm reading Gulp by Mary Roach.
Ooh, yeah, she's good.
You want to know one thing I learned from it?
Yes.
Okay, so Gulp is Mary Roach is my favorite science author. She's
So great.
so funny. If you can, right as soon as this podcast is done, go get a copy of Bonk.
Stiff. No,
Stiff is about dead
my
people.
favorite.
Spook is about ghosts. Oh my God!
The
read it.
science of these
It's
things.
the science
if
of
you
ghosts.
guys are listening to this like podcast regularly and you haven't listened,
Read Mary Roach yet? Oh,
Bonk,
come on.
you're- or not Bonk, the ghost
Stiff.
one.
Spook.
Spook.
Spook is about ghosts.
It's like the science of the history of ghosts.
Yeah, so it's like, and she's trying to find out based on science,
Right.
is there any evidence for them?
Right.
In Bonk, she talks about sex research and the history of that. In Stiff, she talks about what happens to cadavers. And her latest book is called Gulp, and it's all about the alimentary canal, which is everything, the tube that you are from your mouth to your butthole, and everything in between. And she goes into detail about like saliva. It's a disgusting
What's the thing you learned?
book to read.
I know, I love
I learned
it.
a million things, but one of the things I learned is that eating disorders, one of the least common eating disorders. Do you want to guess what it is?
No. What is it?
It's chewing and spitting.
Yeah. Why don't people do that?
No one likes it
Why?
because the food has to pass past your uvula and your glottis and down.
Like swallowing.
Once it gets like a few inches down your esophagus, you can't really feel anything. But if you don't have that, you're not satisfied. Your body's like, don't play this.
So it's the swallowing.
Don't play me. Your
somehow.
stomach's like, don't play me for a fool. I see that
Yeah.
donut in the garbage. But so like,
That chewed up donut in the garbage.
but it's like it seems like if you were going to have an eating disorder, that one would be like the cleanest, maybe.
Yeah.
It would be the least acid, juicy.
There was
Nothing comes out
an
of your butthole
intervention.
crazy.
Oh God. There was an intervention where a woman did that, but she just carried around a solo cup that she spit her food
That's-
into, so it wasn't clean.
Horrifying.
I know.
Like a spittoon?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was in there?
Like her chewed up food.
Like
And
what?
her-
though?
sh-
what did she eat?
Whatever she ate. She would
Okay,
eat
let's
like
not talk about
okay.
it.
Okay.
You know what though?
reading-
I'll tell you one thing. It wasn't. I bet there wasn't like a chicken breast in there. No one chews and spits like a chicken breast. It's always like a whole pound cake or something.
Yeah.
Like no one's like, I had some lean protein
That's
and I
called
couldn't
binging.
handle it.
binge eating.
Anyway, so no one does that. It's a really uncommon eating disorder.
I learned something. I
Right.
am listening to the book I'm listening to right now is called The Disappearing Spoon and Other True Tales of Madness, Love, and History from the World of the Periodic Table. So it's just like a really cool book about periodic table. And
Love
I
it.
learned that that Maria Goeppert Mayer was a nuclear physicist, theoretical physicist, and she won the Nobel Prize in Physics for proposing the nuclear shell model of the atomic. So she was the second person after Marie Curie to win the Nobel Prize.
Nice.
But the thing that's funny about her is, so she worked for 30 years as a quote assistant or voluntary assistant,
Motherfucker.
because no one would fucking hire her.
Really?
And then she won the goddamn Nobel Prize, and they were like, "Oh, good job. Sorry we didn't pay you like we pay men." But then in 1960, so she started this in like the 20s. 1960, she became a full professor of physics at UC San Diego. So way to go.
Good for her.
Way to go, UC San
What does
Diego.
that teach you? What does it tell you?
Perseverance is stupid. You got to marry the right man.
Yes. Because if they're not going to recognize female achievements, then just don't work so hard and marry
Right.
someone who has money.
Right.
Right?
People respect that.
You know what?
Money.
Why work so hard
Why?
when someone else has money and also a penis?
Yeah. And guess what? You have a vagina. Like those things go
Do
together.
I? Do I?
This is radio.
Do you
I don't know.
wanna
You have a
hear-
vagina for radio?
P.S. Hashtag irony. You guys.
Wait, what?
Women, get out there.
We're
It teaches
kidding.
you. It teaches you to be a squeaky wheel and fight for what is right. Because
Okay. Also but at the same time, she made things that killed people.
did she make things that kill people, or did she stop people from killing more people? I'm only saying that.
Wow.
I'm only saying that because she's a woman. Fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah,
Okay. Oh, speaking of these things, one thing that was like I would slow bone it, but actually not really because that's too literal. I got a bikini wax
Oh,
in Los Angeles.
we're going here.
Los Feliz. I think the place is called Transcendence, which is a super embarrassing name.
Oh, it's over on Hillhurst.
But it's on Hillhurst.
It's a weird looking place.
It's a super weird place.
They have a movie poster of Perks of Being a Wallflower in their window for the past like 2 years.
I didn't notice it.
That's all I know about that place. Go on.
I didn't notice it. I read on Yelp. They had a lot of good reviews.
Okay.
It's bikini season.
How did it go?
I typically am very shy. When it comes to strangers, I'm a little shy because I'm like, I'm so sorry that this is your job. I'm so sorry that my crotch is your job. Like I feel like you know what I mean? Like I don't want
Yeah.
the waiter to go back and get me a straw. Like I
Yeah.
don't want you to have to wax my butthole.
Yeah.
But I'm paying you to do it.
Yeah.
The lady was excellent. She was great. But here's a
Except-
weird thing. Well, I went to get a massage yesterday because it's been a terrible week,
Yeah.
but the massage place was closed and I didn't have time anyway.
Okay.
And I've just been like,
Did she massage your butthole?
no, she massaged my legs.
What?
Kind of in between the situation.
what?
And she like gave me like a leg massage.
That
and I
is
was like,
with your underwear off?
yes.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
It was like really relaxing.
I got a massage recently where her fingers kept brushing me in the vagina.
Wait, what?
I had underwear on, but she kept rubbing up my leg, and her fingers would like graze, like not even the side.
Maybe she was a fan of the podcast.
Maybe she's a fan of it. Oh my god, can we tell the story about how?
Yep.
Oh god, if you're listening this deep into this, you deserve
I'm
this story
so
because I feel like there's
sorry.
just 3 of you
Oh,
left. So they're like,
God,
they just
you
keep talking
guys.
about books.
Oh,
One time,
dear.
Alie and I.
It was
your
my birthday. It was my birthday. And Georgia's
And
like, I got
I-
you a birthday present. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, I know.
We're going there now.
And she's like, it's an experiential gift, you know, so it wasn't a knick-knack.
And it's something that I have tried from time to time, and Alie had
Georgia's a fan.
expressed interest in.
Georgia is a fan of this, and she surprised me on the morning of my birthday by taking me to a colonics place. Please see the footnote of Alie feels weird with strangers touching her crotch.
And I was about to say, I don't give two
love
shits.
it. Oh, you
but I
do.
actually do.
You do.
So I got to go along, and then halfway through, the technician was like, "Are you Georgia? Of Alie and Georgia?" and fucking straight, I got recognized.
Your butt via
With
your
a tube
butthole
up my
up
butt.
your butt. You know, how is it less embarrassing? Which is more embarrassing? Us talking about maintenance or men being like, this one time I got a lap dance? I feel like it's more embarrassing to pay for a lap dance than it is
Oh,
to
for
pay
sure.
to make sure that you look amazing in the nude.
I don't understand why bikini waxes would be taboo. Like, it's just a
Just because
thing.
I don't think that you know, I got zapped by a Tesla coil.
Oh.
Which was 100,000 like volts of electricity or something. But the frequency is high enough where it can't break the skin, so you don't die. But it hurt 1/100th of getting my legs lasered. Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
they zap your legs with a laser, which is hundreds of times, it hurt as much as 100,000 volts hitting me. And I was
Oh
like,
my
does anyone
God.
appreciate this?
Yeah. Let me feel your legs.
They're okay.
Smooth.
It's worth it for Groupon.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that like we go through so much fucking garbage.
You guys, ladies.
I want to buzz my hair off so bad. What if I just Britney Speared on
Let's
us?
shave your head at the live show.
Okay. What do you think, you guys?
What's the thing that, like, I always think, like, I remember there was an episode of The Amazing Race where, like, this couple, like, came to this challenge that was like, you can take this crazy fucking shortcut and it'll put you in the lead, but one of you has to buzz your head. The one
Okay.
with the longer hair has to buzz.
Oh.
So she was like shave all the way down. And she was like, fuck it, and did it.
Yeah.
And shaved her head. Would you do that? Like,
Yeah,
think about
because-
extreme situations like that. Well, I'm not extreme. It's a TV
Well, number
show.
one, those were they friends?
They were a couple.
A couple. See, so you got to sometimes you got to pet a lion.
Right.
So they're probably like, and then you know what? He's going to be like, hey, Melanie, I know we came in fourth, but you look hella butch and I can't get a boner.
Yeah.
And then she's like, this was supposed to scare us together.
I wonder if they're still
Can
together.
you imagine? Can you imagine if that
yeah,
guy,
but there's all those couples just hate each other.
like Jeremy and Melanie, everything was going great until she
couldn't
looked
make it.
like his, because he's like, you know, my mom's a teacher and she's kind of got that haircut. What's the shortest you've gone? You've buzzed
I
your
buzzed
hair.
my hair, yeah.
See, that's a liberating thing.
It was fun. It was great.
How did it? What was this? What happened when you were like, let's do this?
I had a girlfriend over after high school.
When you said I had a girlfriend, I was like, Georgia.
No, I had a friend came over after school, high school. We were bored, and I said, let's shave my head.
Were you on drugs?
No, I was not on drugs. I wasn't on drugs really in high school.
Was your friend Britney Spears?
Yes. And so I have photos. We just shaved my stupid head.
What happened when your mom got home?
She thought it was cute. My mom is cool. She wasn't. Did I tell you at the time that you know I have two tattoos on my butt. They're just hearts on my butt, like my very lower hips, upper butt.
It's
not
in between
a tramp
where
stamp.
a tramp stamp would be.
It's not a tramp stamp.
It's
it's
the
lower than that,
stage right and stage left
But-
of center stage.
but lower.
yes,
But literally, but lower. And I hadn't told my mom that I had gotten a tattoo yet. And I was laying in bed, and I think I was laying in bed, and I was like, Mom, would you be mad if I got a tattoo? And literally she said, I don't know, something like a heart on your butt would be cute. Something like that.
mother's
She said
intuition.
that exact word.
Did you moon her?
Yes.
Was she like?
She
"Oh,
freaked out. Yeah, that's like
twinsies!"
our story now.
I'm gonna be like, Georgia, would you be okay if I got a tattoo? And you'd be like, only if it's an Atari game in New Mexico. Remember how I guessed Atari?
Yes.
Don't worry
Wait
about
a
it.
second.
Oh wait, I
have a
had something to
question.
tell you about my butt.
Okay, wait, I had
Okay.
great thought that I can't remember now. Hold on, let me think. No.
Wait, so my existing at the front of my tongue butt thought.
Oh yeah, I have it now. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. No, you go.
Why don't we talk about ghosts and aliens? Why don't we ever talk about ESPN? No, I'm just kidding. ESP.
Oh, no.
Why don't we ever talk about like coincidences?
Oh yeah.
We should have coincidences more.
I think that if human beings can invent plastic and metal that sends a picture of what you're eating to your friend across the world,
That
there's
your
a
boyfriend
chance.
made you when you
Sure.
got home from your
Because he can
real estate
cook, all right?
job.
My man can cook.
hashtag be jealous. Go on.
I think that there's a chance you could be like, you know, I'm worried about so and so, and by some crazy thing,
Yeah.
we can transmit some energy. I'm just
It's
saying
all
we
connected,
we don't know
man.
enough about human energy
Yeah.
or animal energy or plants. There are some plants that can detect a plant around a corner going through some shit and be like, oh hell no, I'm not going to pollinate myself right now.
What?
It's true. There was an article in the New Yorker recently.
That's cool.
Um,
We should ask more ESP questions and coincidence.
That is
questions
a
from
great-
guests.
that's a great one.
Let's remember that.
Can I talk about my butt yet?
Talk about your butt, and then let's.
This is
both
the thing
do
that I
we
love. This is the thing I love. I'm not going to talk about how much I love my butt. Although, if you want to love your butt, squats, you guys. Learn how to do a squat. Look on YouTube. Learn how to do a squat. You can do them in your living room. Do like 50 a day. Your butt will hurt like a mother, and then it suddenly will be a bubble butt.
All right. What if you sweat a lot like me?
I don't know. It's the price of having a
Okay,
butt that is
okay.
strong.
I
That
want
can
a
lift
nice
things.
butt. Okay.
But this is what I was going to say about butts. Here's a tip for all our listeners out there.
Just the tip.
It's your friend's birthday. You've gotten a card. You've gotten a really thoughtful gift, but you really like this friend. You want to go the extra mile. Take a Sharpie, and with your own hand, write happy on one butt cheek and write birthday on the next, and then just wait. Hang out with them all day, and then when it's appropriate, you moon them.
Did you do this recently?
I've done this many times. But it's such a caring surprise because I realize, like, shit, we've been at Disneyland for 4 hours. You've been waiting to moon me.
Sweating with the Sharpie.
Sure. Or maybe you're somewhere cold. I did that to my friend Mackenzie recently, and I waited all day, and we went to the
Did
store.
you write Mackenzie? Happy birthday, Mackenzie?
No, but it was her only. She's the only one in Gelson's with a birthday.
Right.
And then she was looking at something, and I bent down to the lowest shelf, and I was like, Mackenzie, which applesauce is the best? And then she turned around, and there was
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So you guys, it's
What if
cheap.
you got that tattooed on your butt?
That's not fair because it's not special.
That would be great, though. Yeah.
To know that it was like inked that morning,
Yeah.
unless you have a lot of friends, like I got a lot of friends that have birthdays in April, I could just keep going over it.
Save the Sharpie.
If anyone does this, if any of our listeners do that, if they moon
Send us
someone,
a photo.
send us a photo, number one, but also just let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
I think that's a really, really great tip.
Do it.
What was one other thing you were gonna? Oh, we had one. Should we end with killing a Benjamin?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
We have
so we have a new
segment.
game.
New game.
New game.
If you
Insert
killing a
drum roll.
Benjamin, so a Benjamin is
Benjamin Franklin.
Franklin,
What bill is he on?
$100 bill.
100.
So if you need to kill it, if you need to kill a $100 bill in one swale foop,
Yep.
what would it be?
Not a word. One swale foop.
That's my favorite. What, like you right now? You walk out the door. You have $100 bill. You have to like put it down and spend the
And it's-
majority of it.
And it's not money that you're like, I should give it to
No.
my aunt. Like, you could be a dick about it. You know
Yeah.
why? Because this game isn't real.
It's like a free $100 bill out of nowhere, and also the game is not real.
yeah, the game is not real.
It's
Okay.
okay. What would you do?
Okay, if I had $100 right now,
Yeah.
I would spend it on a Groupon to get a Brazilian blowout to get my hair smooth because it's a disaster right now, and that would save me so much time
I
every
have a
day.
question. Why don't you
Okay.
just do that?
I don't know. Because we've been so busy.
I know. You
I
should
haven't
do
had
it.
time.
I know.
I mean, yes, it's also a write-off for me because if your hair looks like shit and you're like shooting a television show, they're like, I'm sorry, Allie's hair. I can't tell you how many times our producers have been like, your hair looked like shit in this scene. So many times. Happened so many times. Anyway, so that's what I would do. That's how I'd spend it. How would you kill your Benjamin?
I would go to a new restaurant.
Which one?
I went to Bestia over the weekend, and it was okay. I've been wanting to go. I don't know. No, I'd get a massage. Fuck that.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of massage?
There's a place.
It's actually bikini wax. But actually, it's a massage.
There's a place in Los Feliz that I love. That it's a Swedish massage. Do you know that I shushed a woman there recently?
What do you mean?
Oh my god, I went and got a massage there, and like you've been in there, and they have like there's private rooms, but the top of the ceiling there's no like ceiling; it's all open space
Okay.
at the top. So and there's like water running and like a light music, and it's dark, and you get shown to the room, and they tell you to put on your robe, and these girls were getting a massage like in the same. There's like a duo room for your friends. I've been in it, and they're like, oh my god, this girl's like talking at full volume with her friend like while they waited for the masseuse to come in. What? Well, I'm fucking laying there getting my goddamn back rubbed. And this girl will not stop talking about how dirty the bottoms of her feet are and how gross it is, and they're gonna have to clean them at full volume. And so I went shh really loud, and they
And
shut up.
Did they shush?
Yeah,
Do you think they learned something from that?
I don't know.
Or do you think they yelped, I got shushed there?
Yeah,
And
I
it
don't
was
give
my
a shit.
birthday.
I don't give a shit.
What? You did that?
Yeah.
You need to write a manual on how to get massages called I don't give a
I don't give a shit.
I just want to reiterate that it was a nice light massage on my legs.
So you enjoyed this
It
experience?
wasn't weird. I'm just saying it wasn't weird.
You enjoyed this experience.
It didn't cross a line. It was like made sense. Like she was, just
Good for her.
just how you doing?
Get it, girl.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
I think it's because no one wants some tense, rigid person.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
anyway.
I would go get new nice sheets. I
Oh.
can't spend nice money on good money on
You
sheets.
can't spend nice money on good sheets.
I can't spend money on nice sheets.
Why?
I don't know, because
You spend money. You are
I know.
a creature. You're a person of creature comforts.
I am.
and I feel like that's a good thing.
I feel like I'm like, it's just as good. I'm very much like, well, they're trying to rip me off. It's just as good.
Why did you just turn into a car salesman from like 1952?
I don't want to get ripped off.
Like, I don't know.
Like the man is always trying to. I just don't want that to happen, and so I'm like, well, it's just as good.
You can have you touched thread counts of different of varying.
I don't need to. I'm happy with the one I have.
What if I took you to Bed Bath and Beyond and I blindfolded you and I made you choose the thread count based only on tactile sensation?
Well, then I'm not spending $300 on it.
Also, having in Los Angeles, you guys, there are people at gas stations that just post up with like Egyptian
hotel
thread count.
Quote hotel sheets.
I bought some microfiber sheets at Target recently for like $30.
Yeah.
They're great.
They're fine. That's what I'm fucking saying.
Well, how much money are you talking about on shit? Like $100?
Like, I can't spend $100 on nice sheets.
I mean, I think the problem with it is because you urinate on yours nightly, or
Well, technically it's number 2, but
it's hard to get rubber sheets in high thread counts. I think that's where your problem is.
can I just
Also-
say real quick, boom, that was amazing.
Thank you. You're welcome. Also, you have a boyfriend, so it's not like you guys live together. So what is he
not
going to
gonna
do? Be
impress
like,
anyone.
well, this makes me more inclined.
Plus, I have a cat that just periodically pisses on my bed.
Yeah.
Out of with no rhyme or reason.
I don't want to spend $100 on anything anyone's going to piss on. If there's a remote chance that
Ooh,
someone's
what
gonna
about
piss
getting
on
your
it.
house cleaned? You just spend $100
Yeah,
on that.
I might. I have had a house cleaner one time in my life, and it
Dude.
was only because we had shot in this apartment, and
Right.
it was filthy
Right.
from just like. Ugh.
Luxury.
I know.
It's
I can't
amazing.
do it.
I just had it done.
You know what?